One of the most powerful mindset shifts you can make is to decide to embrace a growth mindset. For some, this is a radical change as they've become accustomed to a fixed mindset or a limited view of their potential. But in order to reach your full potential, you have to make the switch and believe not only is growth possible, but that you have the ability to direct where you want it to go. Let's break down the differences between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that they are who they are, and there's not much, if anything, they can do to change that. The person with a fixed mindset believes they're born with certain talents or abilities, and while they may discover things over time, they really can't change who they are. Since they really can't change who they are, they get upset when confronted with failure because their view of failure is judgment that they aren't good enough as a person. They don't realize that everyone fails sometimes, and they do whatever they can to avoid these situations, including making up excuses, projecting blame on other people, and lashing out emotionally at people and circumstances that challenge their idea of who they are and what they're good at. A person with a growth mindset has a completely different attitude towards failure, because the person with growth mindset believes that they are always changing. They view failure as an opportunity to learn and improve. They view failure as a teacher and try to glean as much wisdom and insight from the fact that they weren't successful to do better the next time. It's a much healthier approach to learning. But you can take the concept of growth mindset even further by applying it in a specific direction. If you have a growth mindset and believe who you are is always changing, the next step is to channel that belief in the direction that you want to grow. You don't need to simply accept whatever life throws in your lap and hope to do the best with it. You can choose the direction you want to grow and define who you want to become. There are obviously limits with this, but they aren't as significant as you might think. There are even examples of people who have never played a sport before embracing a growth mindset to become a professional through a concept called deliberate practice. In his book, Peak, Dr. Anders Ericsson defines deliberate practice as purposeful practice that knows where it is going and how to get there. It's pushing yourself to get better at something by practicing one small aspect of it in order to become excellent at it. Using this approach coupled with the practice of goal setting is powerful because it means that you have the ability to not only visualize, but to actually create your ideal future. So how do you transition from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset? The very first step is to recognize that growth is possible. The fact that you failed at something in the past is not a personal attack on your character. It is evidence that you don't have the required skills yet. And contrary to popular belief, it doesn't take 10,000 hours to become an expert. What it takes is pushing yourself to improve in a specific way. So once you decide to embrace failure as an opportunity for learning, decide how you want to grow by setting specific examples. Embrace deliberate practice, but only on the things that are in line with what you want your future to look like and who you want to become. Your future comes one day at a time. Set a course and commit to growth. You have the ability to design the life you want to live.